Good morning. It's April 14th, and this is your daily brief in science. Here's everything you need to know. A recent study from researchers at USC and UCLA has unveiled a significant connection between gut health and brain function in children with autism. This groundbreaking research, published in Nature Communications, analyzed data from 84 children and found that those with autism exhibited lower levels of certain tryptophan-related metabolites compared to their neurotypical peers. The study centered on the tryptophan pathway, where the amino acid tryptophan is converted into serotonin, a key neurotransmitter essential for emotional processing and social interaction. Researchers correlated specific metabolites with brain differences and behavioral characteristics in children with autism, discovering that lower levels of metabolites like kynurenate were linked to alterations in brain activity and the severity of autism symptoms. Notably, activity in brain regions such as the mid-insula and mid-cingulate was found to mediate the relationship between microbial tryptophan metabolites and autism symptoms, including sensitivity to disgust. This study reinforces the idea that approximately 90% of neural signals travel from the gut to the brain, supporting the concept of a gut-brain connection that influences emotional processing. Sophronia Ringgold, a doctoral student involved in the research, expressed optimism that targeting gut health could enhance neural activity and alleviate discomfort in children with autism. The study, supported by grants from the Eunice Kennedy Shriver National Institute of Child Health and Human Development and the Department of Defense, emerges amid ongoing political discussions about autism and recent public remarks questioning its causes. Study author Lisa Aziz-Zadeh emphasized that the findings illustrate how gut health can influence brain function and behavior in children with autism. To conduct the study, researchers utilized various analysis methods, including fecal metabolomics, functional magnetic resonance imaging, and behavioral assessments using socio-emotional and sensory paradigms. Aziz-Zadeh also noted that the gut likely evolved as the first brain, containing more neurons than the spinal cord, facilitating communication with the brain. A stark revelation from a recent study presented at the ESCMID Global 2025 highlights a devastating toll. Over 3 million children worldwide died from infections resistant to antibiotics in 2022. The regions most affected were Africa and Southeast Asia, with Southeast Asia alone accounting for more than 752,000 child deaths linked to antimicrobial resistance complications, while Africa recorded 659,000 such fatalities. The World Health Organization has recognized antimicrobial resistance, or AMR, as a significant global health issue, emphasizing the urgent need for improvements in sanitation, vaccination, and responsible antibiotic use. This study, led by Dr. Yan-Hong Jessica Hu and Professor Herb Harwell, indicates a more than tenfold increase in antibiotic resistance-related infections among children over the past 3 years. Between 2019 and 2021, the use of watch antibiotics surged by 160% in Southeast Asia and 126% in Africa. Increases were also seen in reserve antibiotics, with rises of 45% and 125%, respectively. These deaths are primarily attributed to the use of these antibiotics, which are intended for severe infections and carry a high risk of resistance. Many low- and middle-income countries face challenges due to the lack of effective national surveillance and antimicrobial stewardship programs, complicating the ability to track resistance trends. Utilizing data from the WHO and the World Bank, the study underscores the alarming rise of AMR-related infections. This research serves as a call to action for global health leaders, stressing the urgent need for measures to combat antibiotic resistance, particularly in vulnerable regions. Experts advocate for coordinated actions at both regional and global levels, including a One Health approach to AMR surveillance and treatment guidelines. Dr. Lindsay Edwards from King's College London warns that without immediate global intervention, the findings could reverse progress made in child health. Professor Harwell further emphasized that rising resistance rates will lead to increased treatment failures and mortality, especially in areas with limited access to alternative treatments. The NHS is launching a new initiative aimed at fast-tracking hundreds of skin cancer patients into trials for an innovative needle-free vaccine called ISCIB1+. This vaccine, developed by UK life sciences company Scancell, is delivered through a high-pressure jet device, allowing for a needle-free administration over a period of up to 2 years. The ISCIB1+ vaccine specifically targets biomarkers on melanoma tumors, stimulating the immune system to recognize and destroy cancer cells while creating an immune memory to reduce the chances of recurrence. Experts, including Professor Gareth Griffiths and Dr. Heather Shaw, have expressed optimism about the trial's potential to provide access to new, life-saving treatments for advanced melanoma patients. Melanoma is the 5th most common cancer in the UK, with approximately 17,500 new cases diagnosed each year. However, only about 50% of patients respond to traditional immunotherapy treatments. NHS National Cancer Director Professor Peter Johnson emphasized the potential of cancer vaccines to transform patient care and save lives, with plans to expand vaccine access across various cancer types. Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer highlighted the trial as a demonstration of the UK's commitment to accelerating clinical trials and fostering medical research innovation. Dr. Ian Folks from Cancer Research UK noted the importance of diverse cancer vaccine research, given the wide range of cancer types and the need for targeted treatments. The objectives of the trial include assessing the effectiveness of the vaccines in improving treatment outcomes, extending the duration of immunotherapy effectiveness, and monitoring side effects. The first referrals for skin cancer patients to participate in the trials are expected next month, following a partnership between the NHS and Scancell. Susanna Daniels, CEO of Melanoma Focus, welcomed the trial expansion, emphasizing the increasing incidence of melanoma skin cancer in the UK and the necessity for innovative treatment options. Patient Paul Thomas, who has been battling skin cancer since 2017, expressed hope regarding the new vaccine and its potential for total cancer eradication, rather than mere remission. Researchers at Rice University have made a groundbreaking discovery by directly observing a superradiant phase transition, or SRPT, a quantum phenomenon that has been predicted for over 50 years. This significant achievement was led by Dasim Kim, who explained that the observation was made possible by coupling 2 distinct magnetic subsystems of spin fluctuations from iron and erbium ions within a crystal. The experiment utilized a crystal composed of erbium, iron, and oxygen, which was cooled to -457 degrees Fahrenheit and subjected to a magnetic field of 7 Tesla, a strength significantly greater than Earth's magnetic field. The SRPT occurs when 2 groups of quantum particles fluctuate in a coordinated manner without any external triggers, leading to a new state of matter. Remarkably, this transition was induced through spin interactions rather than light, successfully overcoming a known theoretical limitation. The researchers confirmed their findings through precise spectroscopic measurements that revealed clear spectral signatures of the SRPT, aligning with theoretical predictions and validating the existence of this new state. These findings not only confirm a long-standing prediction in physics but also open the door for further exploration of quantum phenomena in materials with similar magnetic interactions. The research indicates that concepts from quantum optics can now be applied to solid materials, paving the way for new methods to create and control phases of matter. Near the quantum critical point of the transition, the system stabilizes quantum squeezed states, which drastically reduce quantum noise and enhance measurement precision. This discovery holds significant implications for quantum technologies, potentially improving ultra-sensitive sensors and high-fidelity quantum computing by enabling access to exotic collective quantum states. The study received support from various organizations, including the U.S. Army Research Office and the National Science Foundation, highlighting the collaborative effort behind this research. Sohail Dasgupta, a graduate student involved in the project, emphasized the rarity of matching theoretical models with experimental data, marking an important milestone in the field. Dr. Natasha Deba-Shaybani at the University of Virginia has secured a $5.5 million grant from the Department of Defense to propel the development of innovative breast cancer treatments utilizing focused ultrasound technology. This funding will specifically aid her research in improving the safety, effectiveness, and precision of immunotherapy drugs for breast cancer patients. Focused ultrasound technology, or FUS, is designed to create pathways through tumor barriers, enabling treatments to be directed straight to cancer cells while activating specialized drugs at targeted locations. Shaybani's research focuses on 4 key applications of FUS: thermal ablation, which destroys tumors without damaging surrounding tissues; mechanical ablation for disrupting stubborn tumors; sonodynamic therapy to activate drugs; and barrier opening to bypass protective layers like the blood-brain barrier. Metastatic breast cancer presents significant treatment challenges, often requiring invasive procedures such as chemotherapy, radiation, and surgery, which can negatively impact healthy tissues. Shaybani envisions a new era of personalized, non-invasive cancer care that provides safer treatment options for patients and healthcare providers alike. Notably, Shaybani is the sole recipient of the Breast Cancer Research Program Era of Hope Scholar Award in this funding round, marking her as the first from UVA to achieve this honor. Amy Boughton, a professor emerita at UVA, emphasized the importance of Shaybani's award in advancing innovative cancer research, further establishing her as a rising star in the field. Additionally, Shaybani directs the Focused Ultrasound Cancer Immunotherapy Center at UVA, the first center dedicated to merging focused ultrasound with cancer immunotherapy. The grant will also support a new initiative at the UVA Cancer Center to foster discussions among cancer survivors, caregivers, and researchers, aiming to enhance cancer treatment strategies. The UVA Cancer Center is recognized as a comprehensive cancer center by the National Cancer Institute, one of only 57 such centers in the United States. Furthermore, Shaybani's research has shown that sound waves can effectively communicate with the immune system, improving its ability to identify and attack cancer cells. This has been your daily brief in science. To read more about these stories, follow the links in the episode bio. You can also subscribe to these updates via email at www.brief.news. For more daily podcasts about the topics you love, visit brief.news/podcasts. Tune in tomorrow. We'll be back with everything you need to know.